Hello, Alexia foodies. Welcome to You Had Me at Kitchen, Season 2. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm here with my dad, Alex, and we're here to make for you a traditional Sunday gravy, something I grew up with my entire life. Every Sunday we'd have the gravy, the meatballs, the sausage, the pork, the pepperoni, the beef ravioli. What do you think, Dad?
That's the same way I grew up, and we had it every Sunday. We couldn't wait for Sunday. It was the best, the absolute best. It's gravy.
That's right. And we're going to teach you how to make it right now. Hey, Dad, how about a nice glass of Chianti?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Let's get this party started.
He's looking at you, kid.
That's my favorite. All right, Dad, so pour about 6 tablespoons of olive oil right in.
All right.
Yay. Colovita.
That's good. That's plenty.
Perfect. 6 cloves of the fresh minced garlic. Perfecto. I'm gonna add some red chili flakes right in. Okay, now we're gonna let this saute for about 3 minutes. Kind of wiggle around the garlic. Oh my, that's my favorite smell. So I'm gonna just lower the heat a little and my dad's gonna pour in the tomatoes. Woo! That's the sizzle we're looking for.
Pastine, you can't beat pastine. They're the absolute best.
So what I like to do is I add about 1/4 of a can of water right into the can of pastine. I swish it around and I get all the extra tomatoes. We can't waste pastine. And it helps the gravy to loosen up a little bit and enhances it. So the first step, I like to add the pepperoni, which I took off the casing. We're gonna add that right into the pot. Hey, Dad, can you crack some black pepper into that gravy?
Absolutely.
Okay. Lots of pepper.
Nothing like fresh ground black pepper. Delicious. Some garlic salt.
Garlic salt right in. I love the garlic salt. And now I must do the famous Mama Lara pinch. Takes out the acidity and helps to sweeten the sauce. So we have the contrast between the spicy red chili flakes and the sugar for a little sweetness.
Everybody knows who Mama Lara is, correct?
That's my grandmother.
My mother?
Yes.
She made delicious gravy.
She did, and homemade macaroni. So now we're gonna bring it down to a low simmer. All the spices are in there. Wow, it already smells great, huh?
Delicious.
And you know what I always say? Keep stirring the gravy.
That's right.
You can't, it will burn, right? You're gonna keep stirring it.
Absolutely.
Okay. So we are going to show you how to make an authentic meatball. Now that's a meatball. So Dad, you know I always like to crack my eggs into a separate bowl. And the reason why, if there is anything in the egg that you do not like maybe a shell, you will not get it in. So I always crack them. We're gonna do 9 eggs. And the reason we're doing 9 eggs, we have 4.5 pounds of ground beef. I like to use 2 eggs per pound. So 4.5 pounds, 9 eggs.
Okay, here we go, 9 eggs.
I like to start by seasoning my beef with a little garlic salt. Okay. Hey Dad, crack black pepper. You're on black pepper call tonight. And here are 6 cloves of minced garlic. We're gonna pour it right in. Fresh parsley. You need fresh parsley in a meatball. There's nothing like it. You cannot use dried parsley. And what's our favorite cheese?
Romano
Pecorino. Pecorino Romano, right in. Okay, so I think you should add the eggs.
Okay, here we go.
Add those eggs right in. Okay. And I like to use Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. Now, people will say, well, how much do you put? Remember they said, we don't need recipes, we're Italian.
That's right.
A little of this, a little of that, a pinch of this, but I do try to give my Alexia foodies exact. So I would say, let's try to measure this out. Eyeball it, right, they say?
Yeah.
Would you say that's about a cup?
That's enough, yeah.
It's about a
because
cup.
You can always add more.
Right.
Because if you put too much, then it's dry.
That's
Then
right.
It tastes right.
Add a little bit of water right in to moisten it up, and we're ready to mix. Get right in there. You have so much stuff to mix. We have the egg, we have the pecorino romano, the fresh garlic. You have to mix it all around. Rolling the meatballs.
Okay, we got 32 meatballs here. I'll probably eat 30 myself.
I add olive oil into a hot pan, a couple of tablespoons. I add the meatballs like this. I just pick them up and I throw them right in. Oh yeah, listen to that sizzle. And I let them get nice and brown. Okay.
I moved that to the other side because, well, Lexi, you might hit that handle.
That's my side. I gotta do my side. I cook the meatballs about 2 or 3 minutes on each side, and we're ready to flip. Dad, want to flip?
Sure.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, that's the golden brown color we're looking for.
Oh, they smell delicious, Alexia.
Oh my.
Oh, these are delicious.
Now we're gonna add them right into the gravy. We're gonna stir that up, and we're gonna repeat the steps to cook all of our meatballs.
Couldn't wait to have these on a Sunday morning. Coming back from 9 o'clock mass, my mother would make the meatballs, always save me a couple, and then I would eat them just like that. It was delicious.
That's my favorite, Dad.
Absolutely.
I love them when they're hard and crunchy.
Yeah.
Look at that
see?
one.
That's nice and crunchy.
Love the crunch.
Mmm. Oh, Alexia. Perfect.
Delicious. This is my favorite.
Mine too.
Love them like this. Hot Italian sausage. Oh, my favorite. I like to put some foil on top because it splashes. We're gonna let that brown. Hey, Dad, I think it's time you should add some basil.
Sweetness, aroma. Oh, you can't beat
Oh,
fresh
I love basil. Fresh basil.
The best.
So now we're gonna take the sausage off. It's brown, beautiful. It's so easy to cut now. Hey, Dad, can you cut this sausage?
Absolutely.
So you sear your sausage, and then it's much easier to cut in slices. Then you add it right into the gravy. You cook it for like 5 hours, and it melts in your mouth. So we're gonna add the boneless pork ribs. We're just gonna get a nice sear on those. The pan is nice and hot from the sausage.
Here we go.
Pour it right in, Dad. You ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Now we're flipping the pork. Getting nice and brown. Now we gotta do the other side. So now we're gonna add the pork ribs right into the gravy. It's gonna cook for like 6 hours, and this is gonna shred apart. You're gonna love it. And I like to add all the oil that we fried everything in right in for extra flavor. Ooh, that's the seasoning right there, right, Dad? So now I'm gonna let this gravy simmer for about 5 hours until the pork is shredded. Oh my, this is gonna be absolutely delicious. Dad, it's so great being here with you today. Our gravy is gonna be amazing.
The best.
I am so excited all our friends and family are coming tonight. I have a great special guest coming
Who do
tonight.
you have?
My friend Rob Marin.
Oh,
it's
yes.
like nara.
Oh, he's great.
Yes. He's coming to do some Italian classics.
Terrific.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So let's just sit back, relax, let that gravy cook, and wait for our guest to arrive.